welcome back to the channel. Today we have the UX15 Shark Scale deck set with Shark Scale 450 underflat, Terrain Roar 170 level, and Hell's Brave 360 gear flat. This seems to be the new must-get set, even over the UX10, which for almost a year now I've said is probably the best set. You see they disrespected my box in the mail, bro. That shit's fucking crazy. But I'm excited to open this and check it out. I'm most excited for the Shark Blade. I already have 170 because I made one, and if someone gifted me one. Allegedly new mold level, and then I'm also excited to get the Jaggy Blade with the Hell's Brave, but I think the Brave Blade looks sick, the gear chip looks sick, and I also like the 360 on this, so I'm gonna open this up and let you know how I feel about it. First impressions are really good. The set is super pretty, I think. If I can get this to focus. Yeah, I think this might be my favorite looking out of the set. Maybe favorite looking CX Bay so far. I think that's a really dope design. And then the level does not look too much different from my original level, but obviously I'm gonna test it out. Tyranno looks pretty cool. I had one in the past, but it broke, so it's nice to have a replacement. Also nice to have a good filler spot for, or to have something for my filler spot in my Dino deck. And then the main reason why people buy this set, Shark Scale. Definitely a lot lower than what I thought. I played against it in tournament yesterday, but I didn't really feel its presence, I guess. But holding this in person and with the 450, which is also super dope color, and the underflat, like compared to like just another bay that I have, like this is a crazy height difference. So I think the only thing that's left to do now is just showcase these and show you what they can do. Shark, I've seen a lot of people in tournaments, especially in like Japan, where Shark seems to be good just in stock, but I might throw a couple combos on this just to give it a shot. Terrain Roar, I'll show that off a little bit, but I'm pretty sure we can imagine what this is gonna do. And then for the CX Bay, I'll give it a spin or two, why not? Alright, so for testing, I have defensive matchups for each blade. First up, we're gonna do first to 5, Hell's Brave versus Cerberus Flame. I figured these would be rather quick, so we're gonna do first to 5. Gear flat, very hard to control, but I imagine once, you know, I do get a hang of this, it's gonna hit like a truck. So that's 1. Ah. Try again. That's 2. Cerberus Flame holding up well. That's 3. Let's see if we can pull a comeback off. That is the burst priority. Holy, that was a big hit. So the 2-3, 2-3 now. 2. Hefty burst. So there's now 4-4. Final match. And that is the match. That is testing for Hell's Brave. I feel like the moment you change gear flat to something more controllable, this is instantly a top CX combo. Service Blast, able to hold it off with the wheel and the wall ball. So pretty good defense. Alright, next up is the Dinos. Tricera and Tyrannosaur. Alright, self KO. We'll just redo that one. Tripped up, that's 1 point. Bro got ejected. That's the Michigan thing. If you're not from Michigan, then you won't get it. But when we do out of the top, we do 3 points. That's 3 points. Tricera's got 4. Very strong lead already. That is 5-0. I'm gonna do one more just because I know I'm not a good level player, and this is actually a combo I use in my limited team, so I know this is a good counter for this. We'll do one more. There you go. So yeah, better level player will be able to take better advantage with this. I need to practice. I'm not a practice level player, but you saw how it went when it actually worked. Next up, we have the meta defense combo, 160 hexa rod versus stock shark. Was able to get under, but no knockouts. Kind of expected that. So it's 2-3. Also, I wanted to say I picked this combo to fight rod, even though this won the first 2 times. This is supposed to be like the attack counter, so I really wanted to push shark. We're gonna redo that launch. Does not have the gas to finish the job. 3-3. 4-3. The people are online or not lying. Underflat seems to have some pretty poor stamina. I'm gonna redo that. I'm pretty sure I landed on rod. Do not wanna do that. Not for the video. I think that was 4-3. They might have been 5-3, but we're gonna do one more just to show. All right, that was pretty devastating. That was pretty convincing. Looks like there's some new scratches on my 160, which is not the worst news, but hey, at least this thing works. So, love it or hate it, what would I rate it? I think the UX15, if I can even hold anything right in my hands, the new UX15 set is definitely a must buy. Would I place it over the UX10? I think so, for a couple of reasons. 170 is pretty good. 160 is already good, so it's nice to have like an extra one in your deck. There's a lot of things that benefit from being on 70 height, so I would suggest doing some research on that. Level, everyone likes level. I'm not a level fan, but it's level. This is literally one part away from being a meta CX combo, so I would definitely recommend this. And this is like probably the easiest way to get the Jackie assist blade. And then, or best value. I guess the easiest would be to buy the Fox set, but I feel like buy this set instead, you know? And then Shark Scale, stock seems pretty mean. Underflat seems underwhelming, but, you know, throw this on rush, kick, any aggressive build, and I bet this is like 10 times better. But I'm gonna show off a couple more shark combos, and then I'm gonna wrap it up. But thanks for watching. I appreciate the support. We're gonna do rod, 960 free ball, shark, 450 rod.
Alright guys, here's the real review since I've sat with Shark for about a week, tried some different combos. One of my buddies in Toronto, shout out to Spandy, has topped a tournament with Shark, and talking about combos, see what works, see what doesn't, and now that we actually have it in our hands, now I have more thoughts to say. At first I was a little meh trying it out in stocks. I've seen a lot of people have won tournaments with it in stock, but I just needed to play with it a little bit more and really get a feel for the bands, underflat, and really just the blade itself. Everything about it is just new. But anyway, the Shark Scale, just 1 month after its release, it's already seemed to solidify itself as one of the top attack blades. The Shark Scale easily replaces Phoenix Wing in my deck, as it easily has more stamina and better smash attack. The attack, the shape in general is just better for attack as well. And it's just it makes it just a burst machine. This Bay in general was just doing so much damage. I've already broken a Wizard Rod. Unfortunately, shout out to Thorpe for giving me that blade months ago. Yeah, that was on 450 gear point. I love gear point on Shark, by the way. But yeah, easily one of the top attack blades right now. I think the only thing it struggles against is hover, and that's just because hover hits like a fucking truck, and hover's more commonly ran on things like low rush, so kinda in a way can counter the blade shape for Shark. But hover also just has a monstrous amount of stamina for an attack type. But yeah, that's its only real weakness. There's been a lot of interesting combos being discussed that you can run. Spandy has topped a tournament with Shark 180K, and because the blade is set so low, it can actually be quite effective like that. I've been doing 450 rush, low rush, gear point, 760 kick, 770 under flat, very slept on, 780 kick, and taper. Those are also been really good. I really like the taper, and unite. You get some really nice angles, but Shark barely even needs to try to get some crazy bursts. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed as much as I have, and have a good night.